Hello boys and girls, it's the Gummy Mummy. I'm joining you on this glorious day. Look at this, check this out. Gay bug, yes. On this glorious day to review Game of Thrones, episode 3 of season 6. Such a good episode again. It's not disappointing at all this season. We're in 3 episodes. It usually gets to like episode 4 and you're like, oh fuck, get on with it. But no, so far so good. We were up straight with Jon and he sat up, and I kind of liked how we came straight in at Davos. I thought he left the room in the end of the last episode. I thought he walked out and they all walked out, but Davos didn't, and he just sat up and just kind of went, oh shit, you know. When Jon took that big at the end, which would have been cool to see, by the way, just to see, or just start back where he sits up and just kind of goes, or it takes the big deep breath, and Davos's reaction to that, because it was just like suddenly Davos was there. I've been kind of waiting for this episode almost as much as episode 1, just because I wanted to see Tormund's reaction to Jon being awake. It didn't disappoint as much as I thought it would. I did love the pecker joke. I love a good pecker joke. So that was hilarious. They all think you're a god. I know you're not a god, I've seen you pecker. That did crack me up. And I'm a sucker for a Welshman and a beard, and a Welshman with a beard. It was just like, yes. Even though the actor that plays him isn't Welsh, I know, but he just sounds it. So, yes, Jon is up. I did love Davos's line, like, this is all fucking mad to me. And Jon didn't see any kind of afterlife. It was just nothingness. Now that's gotta mess you up, man, because you see, Jon was kind of like not afraid of death or anything, and honour and all this, because, oh, when you die, you're gonna go to your final resting place with the old gods. He was a very old god kind of lad. But no, none of that. It was just black. So that's kind of probably done his head. Excuse me. It's this thing making me burp. I've just given up smoking. I'm on day 2. Wish me luck. So yeah. I knew that scene with Tormund would be funny. We went to the sea and the ocean where Sam and Gilly are on the boat to, we thought, Old Town together, but clearly not. He's going to take her to Hornhill, which is his childhood home. We know someone was cast, apologise, I'm crap with names. We know someone was cast as Sam's father. That will be interesting to see, because he is quite a formidable character in the books, and Sam has given the impression of such on the show, so that will be good to see. But obviously, because he's going to train to be a maester and go to the Citadel, she can't come with him, and it's not like Castle Black where he had mates to bend the rules, like he says. You can't come in. So I'm going to send you here where I know you'll hopefully be looked after, because his mum's nice. And I did love how Gilly said to Sam, like, as far as she's concerned, he's baby Sam's dad. So that was kind of sweet. That was like, oh. And then we had the flashback that I've been waiting for. Sorry, that's my son roaring in the background. Yeah, we had the flashback to the Tower of Joy. R plus L equals J. Now, you've all probably seen that somewhere on the internet. And if you have, and you don't know what it means, where have you been? The whole theory is that when we see the flashback, we learn from young Ned that Prince Rhaegar is now dead. The Mad King's dead. The city's been sacked. Robert Baratheon's probably about to be crowned king. So Ned's work's done. He's come back up to the Tower of Joy to save his sister. So he thinks, because as far as we knew, Robert Baratheon said that Rhaegar kidnapped Lyanna and raped her. I don't think that was the case myself. I think they were star-crossed lovers. I think, even though Prince Rhaegar was married to Oberyn's sister Elia, that when he met Lyanna, they fell in love instantly. He named the Tower of Joy, Prince Rhaegar. So I think that was they ran away together, and that was the only place that they could be happy together, and so that's probably why he called it Tower of Joy. Now we hear, after the awesome battle, by the way, with Arthur Dayne, the Sword of the Morning, Joel Whedon, haha, I love that. I was counting down how many guys we killed. It was like 5, 4, 3, 2, oh, there's just Ned left. And I was expecting Ned to just whoop some ass, go on Ned, because we knew Ned survived, we saw him later on in life. But apparently it wasn't a case of that he beat Arthur Dayne. He had a little bit of help by some unhonourable cunt stabbing him in the back. So Yeah, I was kind of like, oh, I kind of feel sorry for Bran because suddenly he grew up thinking his dad's this great hero, and that's not the case. I don't get why the three-eyed raven guy, the Green Seer, wouldn't let Bran see the rest. It's like, oh, what, has he got to learn something in a particular order? What's going on? Because we hear Lyanna screaming in the Tower of Joy. Now, to me, as a mother of 3 children, that sounds like childbirth. And I think her and Prince Rhaegar had a ba, and it turned out to be a certain Mr. Snow, who became Lord Commander. So that is the R and L first equals J. Rhaegar, Lyanna, Jon. Maybe, so Jon may be half Targaryen. Maybe that's the case. Maybe that's why Aemon kind of like hatched onto him so much at the wall before he died. That would be kind of sweet. And he saw a lot in Jon. Maybe he knew. Maybe he didn't. We don't know. We do know that Ned came back from the war with a baby Jon. And we know from the books that on Lyanna's deathbed, Ned swore a promise. Now that promise could be that he was going to look after Jon as one of his own, and that he would never disclose the actual origins of his parentage to Jon's parentage to Jon till he was of age, but unfortunately Ned kind of before he could get anywhere. So maybe it's going to be up to Bran somehow to get this message to him. Yeah, so maybe. I love how Ned heard Bran, because we do read in the books that Ned sees in the books, Bran, when he's seeing, isn't like he is in the show. He isn't like a ghost there. He's seeing through the eyes of the weirwoods. So, and the whispering in the trees, they think they can hear that it's actually Bran screaming to them. And I did like how he could hear that. So maybe Bran could see something a bit more present and get a message to someone. You know? Possible. Anything's possible with Westeros. We know that now. So, Varys buying favours from the prostitute, who I think was the one that was hugging the Unsullied in season 5 before he got killed. He did the deaded. We had Tommen versus the High Sparrow. I'm just going to flip back to Varys because I forgot to mention that we did find out that Volantis was helping fund the Sons of the Harpy. So there's a lot of people thinking that the leader of the Sons of the Harpy could be Dario. I don't know how. Unless he must have commands in help if it's him, because he's not there. So maybe not. I'm thinking not. I don't know. I kind of like Dario. Not in a fit kind of way, no. But I don't know, he's got attitude. So maybe. We had Tommen versus a Sparrow, as I said. That was kind of alright. I think the play of power between the council and the Lannister twins was a bit more interesting. I do like that Nana Tyrell's back. Love her. I do love Nana Tyrell. So Tommen versus the Sparrow was more like someone talking to the granddad, and it's kind of strange that the actor that does play. I'm again apologise. I could go and Google the actors' names before I do these videos, but I don't. The actors that play Tywin and the High Sparrow do look alike. Is that coincidental? Is it to a ploy that the High Sparrow will use to his advantage, which he kind of did there? Like he was just, oh yeah, this is what your mum's done. She's been naughty. We've got to let her finish her punishment because it's for her own good. And then she can come and say goodbye to her dead daughter. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so Arya is in Braavos and training to be no one at all. Did like that, did like how she's getting a sight back. I'm hoping that this means the start of that she's gonna up. I did like how, like, that's a very small list. It's like, yeah, because they're all dead now. She didn't even kill half of them. She was like, yeah, it's gone down a bit because they're all dead. You know, just let time. So I don't know why people go out for vengeance, because it's karma's a great thing and it's just gonna fuck you up. I mean, look at Roose Bolton. And speaking of, I really didn't want the gift to be Rickon. I really didn't. And I certainly didn't want a dead shaggy dog. With a big fishing up through his head and everything. I didn't like that. Not on. I was more upset than that than baby dying last week being eaten by the dogs. I was more upset by the direwolf dying. Rickon, he's probably, how long has he been walking? I know Time Lord's Bartell and the actors are going to get older, but by God, that lad shot up. I really didn't want it to be him though. Did like Lord Humbert and his whole attitude of like, I'm not bending my knee down to you, I know what you lot are like, and that sort of thing, alright, fuck you. I did like that until I was kind of like, please don't be Rickon, please don't be Rickon. But we do know now, because John has left the wall, technically, loophole in the contract there, you are a Night's Watch until you die. He died. Didn't ask to be brought back, so doesn't have to stay, really, does he? So he's hopefully going to mass together and get some of the families that might still be loyal, because the North does remember, to the Stark name, even though he is a bastard. I mean, he's been brought back from the dead, to go and save their Lord Rickon, because I seriously doubt that Ramsay's going to keep it secret that he's got one of the Stark kids there. He's probably going to use that to his advantage, especially since he's lost Sansa. So we shall see. I do like how his watch has ended though. He's free from that and he can go and steam forth being, we hope, the champion of light. Azor, I can't pronounce the, I know it's Azor. Azor? I don't know. Someone might have to put it in phonetics at the bottom in the comments for me. Anyway, this has been Gummy Mummy and my review of Season 3, Episode 6 of Game of Thrones, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.